Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today we have 3 new Kell Plan sticker books and the 2026 planners from Kell Plan. I received one of them, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at everything, and then we're going to do something with some of these stickers. All right, so let's look at the planner first, and then we'll flip through the 3 sticker books. I haven't seen what's in the sticker books yet, so I'm not making a plan yet as to what we're going to do. I love that these planners come in their own little box. So there are 3 different planner options this year, and each of them matches one of these. So this is the sticker book that matches this, but of course you'll be able to get these separately. By the way, if there's anything you see in this video that you love, my link is down below. It helps me out at no extra cost to you. And all the details of the release will also be listed down below. All right, so it says Planning a Life I Love. It has these nice metal discs that are white, and the back is so pretty. All right, so let's just take a look. I love the stripes. And then here's the cover page. Here's our kind of 2026 year at a glance. These are the 2026 planners, so it goes from January to December. Important dates are over here. Then we've got this kind of at a glance by month look. I love that the weekends are highlighted. That's helpful. And then this is just an extra blank page you could use as like a vision board or something like that. Let's take a look at the planners. There's always a blank page on the front so that your divider is separate from this. I love that. So you can reuse your dividers even when the year is done. Okay, so this is January 2026. This is just the monthly view. And then I chose a vertical layout. There is a different layout, I believe. Is it dashboard or horizontal that you can choose from? Or are they all 3? I don't know. I'll list it down below what your options are. But I chose vertical because I love a good vertical layout. It's my favorite to decorate. So this is super cute. I love the font choice here. That is awesome. Okay, so this is what your vertical layout looks like. And then what is on the back? Moving. Okay, just a blank page on the back. You could do a currently page, you could do a month in review, you could leave it blank, whatever you want. All right, then this is what the other dividers look like. I love the florals, so I love that there is a whole like floral one, but the other planners also look super cute. Let's see, so this one's called Brilliant Blooms. The Inspired Intentions is a lot simpler, more minimal, and so that would be great if you're carrying it to work or something like that. These are so cute, these watercolor kind of florals. All right, so that is the entire planner. As I said, there are 3 different planners releasing. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at Brilliant Blooms because that one matches what we just looked at. So there are boxes to match each of the different blooms. So we've got our blue ones. These actually probably would be nice for some Dutch doors and things. These are really bright. I like those. So fun. Okay. Some more kind of pastels. Some jewel toned ones. I love the purple. Okay, hot pink. And florals are always great for Dutch doors. They're easy. You can trim off a leaf here or there if you need to make it fit. It's a great one for doing Dutch doors. got yellow in there. You know, that's Heather's favorite. I am coming around to yellow more and more. I've been really into it lately with the summer. These ones look very autumn. I love it. This one's kind of getting into winter now. And holidays. So cute. And we've got some monthly boxes back here that match all the colors that we saw. There's one more page. All right, that was the last page. All right, so we've got that one. Then let's look at Inspired Intentions. So this is the more minimal planner, I believe, and it's got some nice quotes and things like that. And look, we've got our neutrals here. So a lot of boxes right at the beginning. And all these more like muted tones. We've got our monthly boxes as well. This is great. I love my box sticker books. Is there more after this though? I don't know. Ooh, look at this. This matches the colors here. And it's just like all these little doodles. That is so cool. These would also be really great for Dutch doors because like this is pretty much symmetrical. That's symmetrical. You know, these are pretty symmetrical. Like it would be great. Okay, then in a new color, but the same designs. Very cool. All right, this is really hard to see, but it's all sorts of different flag stickers. And they're all sorts of different shapes. This one's like a linen texture almost. This one's kind of in between paper texture and linen texture, and then this one looks just like paper texture, but with the 3 different colors. It's kind of cool. All right, same thing, but with blue, and again, all the tiny little flags and things. Purples. Okay, then top 3 stickers. So this is just a super box and function, a little bit of decoration. So we've got our lined boxes. We've got checklists and dots. And then some words. And then some quotes. And then quotes on black. Super, super fun. Okay. Then the last planner and sticker book are seasonal. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we start with winter. Oh, I love this. Snowflakes, always great for the Dutch doors because they're symmetrical. So that is adorable. I love these colorful little ones. Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got Valentine's Day. Oh, I love the mixtape with the little heart. Oh my god. Okay. Super cute, you guys. Okay, St. Patrick's Day. Okay, these are awesome. Spring, obviously, but great for Dutch doors. These are all essentially the same size with the petals. So, awesome. These are so cute. All right. Oh my gosh, look at these tropical florals. These are so pretty. I love the butterflies too. These are super cute. Okay, this is obviously 4th of July ones. Again, really great for Dutch doors with the balloons and the fireworks and all of that. Oh, these are so pretty. Oh, look, a little travel page. That's cute. Oh, bright fall. I like it with the bright maroon and stuff and the like light green. Okay, Halloweeny. Ooh, look at these. So cute. Okay. These are perfect for Dutch doors, you guys. Like these will be great. That is so fun. All right, and then holidays, winter. Oh, so pretty. I love it. I love it, love it. All right, so that is everything that is in this release from Kell of a Plan, the 3 sticker books and 3 different planners. So make sure you check out down below for all the details about the launch and click the button, my affiliate link. If you want to shop, it'll help me out at no extra cost to you. But today, now that we've gotten through all that, let's go ahead and use some florals in my planner. No, in my journal, I mean. We are just getting into this new journal. I am going to be writing in it for September, but my other journal ends mid-September. So I need to see how many pages left I have in September to make sure I don't like do too much, because I like putting in cover pages at the beginning of each month. All right, so this is my September cover page. So then journaling pages start here. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, maybe? 1st day of school, I can write a lot. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. That's not a full page for writing. So 10th, I'll get through the 10th on this one. And then what we have so far is 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd. Okay, so 8 days worth. So we can do 3 Dutch doors if we want to. This, as you can tell, is also a bigger journal. Raise this up just a little bit to make sure we don't run out of space. I tend to shift. You guys know this. Okay. Now, I don't know what we're doing yet, so we're gonna pick a theme, and then you're gonna be with me as we do this. I do love these. We're into September. It's gonna be fall, so this could be a good one. And then if we do that, we're gonna use these stickers. But were there any seasonal things that go along with it well? I'm just wondering. Okay, well, I love those florals. Some of this would, not the florals here, but some of the hearts and the little like pies and pumpkins and fall would actually look really good with it. So we might put some of those in. And then we're not only gonna have Dutch doors with this, so I need some tape. So do any of my plaids, so these are my plaids from my own shop. They come with my hand-drawn florals. Do one of these work with it? This one's a little too brown. There's more orange in this. This one's like orange and brown. It might be too dark. This one is bright orange. I think that might actually work as one of our pages or things, but also, oh, I have all this. Okay. Looking at stuff, trying to see what colors feel like they'll work well with it. Okay, this one I think looks a little different when you unroll it. Does it? No. Okay. I have leaves. Those are fun. I could do a brown. You guys are seeing me work through this because I don't have a full plan. That's okay. What about stripes? By the way, all these tapes are from Play Anything. I don't know if I said that. A lot of them came in subscription kits, but she also has a lot of tapes that are available as one-offs. So take a look. There are lots of designs that are like the grid or the hexagons or the stripes that are great for just like your base tapes that you have. Yeah. Okay. What do I want? Maybe that one is like to bring in the colors right there. Okay. I have so many washies, guys. Okay, another thing we could do is put in some texture with like knit. That would be pretty cool, actually. Let's put that one down just in case. What about gingham? I don't have the right color gingham though. The other thing I'm looking for is this script tape. Script tape you cannot go wrong with. Okay, and then this one we'll pull out. That is the Live Love Posh like thin washi tapes, and we'll pick a nice dark brown to go with everything. Yeah, I think that'll look good. Okay, so just gonna look at stuff. We're forming ideas right now. Okay. Which one? This is just a classic. We're gonna do this one. Okay. We're gonna have this. So we're gonna have 3 Dutch doors, right? Or do we want a window and make it simpler? Thinking. This one's a complicated one, guys. We're gonna keep these ones and not this one. Ooh, what about this? No. Okay. We're just gonna get started and just go for it. I'm not quite sure where it's going yet, but ooh, new idea. Okay. Like the faux Dutch door, right? Where the center is kind of the main thing, except we're only doing it with 3 pages. So this is gonna be like the center one. So these 2 pages are gonna be somewhat symmetrical. And then this is gonna be like the thing. Will that work? I am so indecisive today, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're just gonna get started. We're gonna start from the back and see where it takes us. Okay. The one thing I know is that this is going on the very back. We're gonna leave it sticking over the edge so I know right where it is. I'm gonna put this right next to it because it's such light tape. I mean, it's white with, you know, the black text, that this really helps like show you where the page is. I don't know. Okay, so now the cuts we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna use 1 page for a front side and 1 page for a back side. I don't know if I can get 3 pages out of this, but we're gonna see what we can do. Okay, so we're just gonna start going down with all this stuff. And do we think it's gonna make it all the way down to the edge? I don't know. Okay. Oh yeah, we're good. We are totally good. but I want to make this not completely kind of straight down. I mean, I know I'll be cutting it, but let's kind of move it around, except I need it to go the other way because I want to make sure we don't see any of the white space from over here when we cut it. Okay. Is that bent too far? We'll see what happens. We'll see how it looks. These stickers pick up easy, so if we need to, we can move them. I'm not sure I love this bendy one on it. Okay. We'll put that in another place. Okay. There we go. So it kind of has a little shape to it. We're gonna cut it out and then see what happens next. Okay. Nice. All right, let's try to get the backside done so that we know we don't accidentally use the stickers that we need on another page. So we need these stickers. And we're gonna see how we can make it fit. This one was the one we used on the bottom. So I'm gonna see if we can just make it like pretty even with it. Oh, that works pretty well. It's not exactly the same, but it fits these bumps right here, so that'll work. Okay, then I had decided to go with this one instead of the curved one right here. So this is where we start just playing with it to make things fit. We'll do it like this and then see what happens. If these overlap, it's okay, because you can hardly tell and it looks good anyways. Okay, next up, I'm not really sure which one goes where, but I mean, we're gonna fit them all in regardless. Okay. Let's try that one there. I'm not gonna stick it all the way down. We're gonna get this one and see how it all starts fitting together. If you're new here, what I always say is that the backside, you never get to fit perfectly because the cuts are not exactly the same. The only way you can get it to fit perfectly is if the stickers are completely symmetrical. So you really don't expect that ever. I wrinkled the sticker there. I like where it is. I just don't want a wrinkled sticker. Come on. And I folded over the sticker. What a mess, you guys. Okay. There we go. I like where that is. All right. Now this one, we can go like that or like this. I think this is gonna be good And then we have just a tiny bit to fill right there. So what I'm gonna do is find some scissors. We haven't used any yet. All right, here are some scissors. And peel up one of these pieces to put right there. All right, just put it like that. Cool. So there we go with the back of this one. Okay, there's a little bit to trim here, and we can go ahead and trim this back page now. I cut off this one because this comes in here, so I kind of need to be careful with where I'm putting everything, so I don't need all the edges sticking over, because I need to take it from this middle point instead of this edge here. I don't know. Did that make sense? This is looking so fun. It would be fun to put in a window though. And we have somewhat enough stickers for a window perhaps. Okay, so let's just look really quick. Okay, so if we do this, put this, there's gonna be a little bit, let's move it over one. And then take a look. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it here. If it doesn't feel like it's far enough, I can move the tape over and make another cut. I'd rather cut too small than cut too far. And then I might want a window in this page as well. That could be really fun. So I haven't started writing in this B5 notebook yet. It is my new journal. When I finish the other one, I'm gonna start using this one. I'm enjoying it. It's fun to try a new size, but I will say a B5 notebook has a lot more space than an A5, you guys. So it's kind of daunting, and it's hard to figure out how to fill up all the pages. I feel like the A5 is, I mean, obviously it's a bit more compact, and for me it's easier to fill those pages. I don't know. It's gonna take a few tries to really get completely comfortable with it. All right, this is my corner punch. You don't need to do this. I like trying to match the rounded corners when I can, because all the page corners are rounded. That looks pretty good. I like the way that is. That's great. Okay, so we have this page. What if we do the window on this page instead of having this come back the other way, and just have a really nice thin line right here? And then, ooh, do the opposite of this, except we're gonna have it be ripped. I love the ripped look on these. So it rolls up a bit as you do this, but we're just gonna do this all the way down. Put the other bit to the side in case we can use it later, and try to unravel this. The other option, now that I think about it, would be to put this down first and then rip it. So learn from my mistakes. Okay, and I'm just laying this down. And it's a really, really fun look too. Okay. And then we'll get a window in this, I think. I think we can create a window. The only thing that I'm concerned about is these are not perfectly symmetrical, so the back of the window is going to be tough. want to move these down just a tiny bit. I can already tell they're going to be slightly off from where I want them. So I'm going to put it here. You can see I'm just moving it like the tiniest bit. Hey. Okay. There we go. And let's move this one over too. Oh my gosh. It may have been easier to just grab a new piece of tape, but I really don't want to waste any. Oh, and perfect. I have the other half of the washi tape. I'm going to use it on the back, of course. Of course, you guys. Oh, and this one's folded. There we go. Look at that. Okay. Now, did I get this too far over? Oh my gosh, you guys. Yeah, I think I did. Okay. I'm not moving the other tape again. It's okay if it's a little bit spaced away, but I'm putting this one down just right there. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Except it's not straight, is it? Oh, it's bowing in. That's the problem. Okay. Straight line, please. There we go. Good enough. We are going with it. I don't need to be a perfectionist today. Now I do want to move the other tape over now that I'm looking at it. You guys. Good thing tapes come up and stick down and all of that really well. They don't typically rip your page. And that's great. They're like sticky, but not like crazy sticky, unlike some stickers. Okay, thanks for bearing with me as I figured this out. Okay. Okay, that looks so cool. Just a little piece to trim here. Perfect. Okay. Get this side, and then we need to make a door somewhere because I'd like a door. Okay, this one is shorter. I ripped it not so great, apparently. Do I use this one or get a new one? We'll save this one for something else. Get a new one and try what I told you earlier of putting this down and then ripping it. See how it works. Okay. There. That worked pretty easily. It did roll all the way up on the piece that I took off, so if I want to use it, that's going to be a little bit annoying to unravel. But okay, here we go. There are the Dutch doors in this. I think that looks pretty cool. I would like a window though. I think that'll look really nice. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. So the thing is, picking up so many stickers. The thing is with a window, we've only got 2 that are, ooh, idea. Coming up with ideas as I talk about the problem. Well, oh, this is all attached. We are gonna detach it. We are gonna cut it right here. And make a little window, and we're gonna make a frame, and the florals are gonna be inside the frame. So, high window, middle window, or low window? Middle window. So one is gonna go here. The other one's gonna go like this to form the little window. We are gonna remove the tape underneath the window though here. I thought about not removing it, but I think it'll look better like this. And then, now it's not a window yet, right? We're gonna make a little window frame with the brown. And we'll have to trim it. Of course, it's just easier to do this when you have excess hanging off of it. Then we're gonna cut out the middle and hope for the best in figuring out how to put stickers on the back of it. Okay. Are these pretty even? Yep. Okay, so for making the window, once I have all the washi down, I like to cut across both of them, like put some good pressure down so you can just peel up like this. I just cut diagonally to make that little window frame corner. And it looks pretty good. So we're gonna do that for all of these, and I'm gonna try to push down hard enough that I cut through without cutting through the page, because I don't want all these little marks on the other side. I didn't quite cut through that one, so let's fix that. Okay. Next up, we'll be cutting through it. Oh, this part. Let's just, well, we're about to cut it out. That I don't need to remove it because we're about to cut it out. So that's gonna go away. All right, so I'm gonna cut it without trying to cut too close, so we might have a little leeway with like other flowers that we find. And then if there's something that needs to be trimmed more, we can trim it in a second. Okay. Look at our little window. Okay, so obviously I could spend time cutting out each of these tiny things, but I don't think that's gonna work too well. We're gonna have to deal with this too. why don't we just go ahead and first, knowing that we're gonna definitely have some window here, I'm just gonna take off this to make it easy. Now we're gonna see if we can fit anything here. I don't know, guys. This might have been a mistake. But we're gonna go for it. Okay, so that I don't have the curling up issue of last time, I'm just gonna cut that already. There we go. All right, so this one went like that. It's definitely not gonna work. Okay, we are going to do sticker surgery to do our best, right? Do you guys remember what sticker surgery is? It's where we lay things down to try to make them fit and cut it all up. So for instance, I'm gonna cut along the seam where like a leaf is and just say that we're gonna put this one here. Okay. We're gonna deal with the tape in the background later. I just need to know where exactly things are gonna go. And some of this will be trimmed, perhaps. I mean, okay, if it goes up like this, it's gonna be way too big of a window. Okay, thinking through things. Cutting through things. Okay, this one I actually think I need like this, just because we do need it to be at least this tall. We'll probably trim some of that in a minute. And this one we're gonna have coming in here. I know it doesn't have the little stem. Just go with me, guys. And then this one we're gonna put here for now. We're gonna figure this out in a minute. Okay. This one might work decently, actually. Oh, it does. It's not perfect, as you can see. You can put a little something right there as well, but it works. Okay. Very cool. All right, this one is what I think we'll get some of this in with, but we need to trim off this one and then see how that is. You know, I might actually, sticker surgery just gets a little complicated. You just have to be creative and be okay with chopping things up. Yeah, that'll work. Going like this. Then we'll just let all of this go over each other. Okay. Let's just trim it here, and there's a little bit of green to take off. Okay. And then we can put it like that. Okay, so now we need to put down this, trim all of that. Okay, it's gonna be easier to trim this before I put it down. Okay, so that goes, and then all of the text underneath I wanted to get rid of. Come on. And it is definitely kind of a puzzle figuring all of this side out. Hey, I'd like this text to come up, please. Good enough. Okay. Now, if I could get something right here, that would be nice. But I can also trim that a tiny bit more. And let's get the tape in now. This one we're gonna put 2 right here, so we have a little bit of the flower to trim to. I want it to line up with my straight lines that I've created. That one's going all the way to the edge. That's all right. And then this one might as well just put it over to here so we can keep the flowers in it. Okay. This is coming along, you guys. We need to figure out what to put inside the frame on both sides, but I think it's going to be the stickers from the seasonal book. There's some nice quotes if we can get them to fit. There's the little pumpkins and things. So we'll make it work. Okay. This. There we go. And look at our frame. Okay, is there? Yeah, there are. There are a few little pieces to trim off. Okay, and then can I get something tiny in these little gaps? Let's do a tiny bit more sticker surgery. We have this one. So like here's a leaf. I'm just gonna put it like that. Get rid of the half leaf. That was a weird spot. Just have that. Cool. And then here is another little set of like 2 leaves that we can just have coming up off of this one because they kind of match it. I know it's not quite where it would need to be, but it'll do. And then this one also, we can have it coming out kind of behind this leaf to fill that. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, what do we want to put inside this side of the frame? It's about the first day of fall, so we could have the word fall here, but it would have to be sideways. That would be a little weird. Ooh, other idea. Okay. We have all of these. What if we make a little like stair step design with quotes? Okay, trying something. I don't often put like quotes in my journal, but I kind of like this. All right. Give thanks. Best season. Grateful. This is cool. Grateful and thankful. I still have this. I could put the for you, but that is the same color. Let's use pumpkins and maybe put a pumpkin on the page somewhere. That's so cute. Okay, and then since we did that, we'll need a pumpkin or two. Okay, so that is the decoration on this one. I like that. And it doesn't even need like any lines or anything. There's just journaling space on the sides. And then this one, we want to put something here. We could just do a little collage of things. But first, before we do that, we need to know how this side looks. So we need more of all of this stuff. Alrighty. Okay, then question. Do we do just a line or do we do plaid and then the line? Because this would get us closer, but we're still not going to get all the way over. I think just the line though, because that's what we did over here. We could put some more florals down with it. Ooh, yeah, that'll look good. Okay. Okay, getting this straight. There we go. Okay, so then what I'm talking about with florals down the side is putting these along the edge here to fill that gap, because I don't like it when I see like a white little gap here on the front side of the Dutch doors. I don't know, you totally don't need to fill it. It gives you more writing space if you don't fill it. But just looking at the spread, I like it this way. All right. So there's gonna be that little gap, that's okay. So now we just have these other stickers. So we have to trim them. I'm gonna do my best to cut in a straight line. It's just way easier to put them down when you've already cut them, but I did a terrible job with that. Okay, I'm gonna have to trim it. Not gonna try that again. All right. There we go. The smaller stickers are easier to cut in half when you don't have to move your scissors much. So that was a bit easier to get straight. Just do it like that. Okay. That is pretty cool. This and some boxes. Okay, we're gonna put a little collage in here, I think. And grab some of the other things that I wanted to use. So like the gingham heart, the little cup, the pie, start with those. And I wonder if fall would fit like right. I'm gonna put it a little bit lower, but I think that'll work. Yeah, okay. Get the pie there. Get a heart right here, and that covers that whole thing. But we'll get a couple other things in to like make this a full little collage as well. So pumpkin. Another pumpkin and a coffee cup. Cool. Okay, so that looks pretty cool. This might be one day of journaling, or it might be two. I'm not sure yet. Okay, boxes for us. We're gonna put boxes. These ones have enough things going on. We're gonna put boxes starting here. You guys know I love putting 2 to 3 boxes per page. I don't love the purple for this, so we're gonna go with the yellow, since there is some yellow in that. All right, and we are gonna save the big yellow box for over here. This is why the colors aren't working, guys. Wrong sticker book. Okay. We're fixing it. Someone noticed that and was telling me. I was like, why are these colors not working out the way that I thought they would? Because these are the wrong stickers. Okay, stay there. Close. This one. Ah, that's better. That's so much better. Okay. There we go. The dark blue, the kind of olive green. Oh my gosh, this is so much better. Okay. I love layering my boxes in 3s. It just looks very balanced. Okay. And then the large box is gonna go up here, if I can make it straight. And then this one can go down here. We'll put this one sideways. That one, and then let's do orange down there. Then I'm not sure that this one needs another one because this is such a big box. But do we want any boxes over here? I have a few boxes left. We could put a box up here. I wouldn't be against that. Would I? I think it's okay. Let's look at the last florals. Because like this can go right there and it's gonna bring it together. And this can have something too. Since the other pages have so much going on. And then we have one more sticker that I haven't cut up. So we better use it. These pages are pretty full. Here or here? Or both? I think here. I don't know though. All right, that's really fun. Okay, so a lot of fun little techniques in this spread. Let me know what you think. I used 2 of the new Kell of a Plan sticker books. You can check out these at the link below, and all the details about the release are listed in the description as well. All right, here is the final result. We have a window, we have some simple Dutch doors and a little bit more complex of a Dutch door, and lots of fun layering and things like that. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.